It's Friday. Here we go. Welcome to another edition of Time Out Overtime on the Time Out Overtime YouTube channel, live direct from the Frank Beck Chevrolet Studio Annex. I'm Rick Arsenal. You know the drill. If you haven't done so yet, please get down there in the corner, smash that like and subscribe button, tell your friends. Thanks so much. You'll never know how thankful I will be to you for watching and listening. Again, I've been sneezing today all day. My voice, I apologize for that. I probably don't sound very good right now, but I'm just lucky there's anything coming out right now. But we're going to, because I'm never going to do this, make this short. I don't want to go more than 15 minutes. So tell you what, let's get the commercial out of the way here for the good folks at Frank Beck Chevrolet. 0% financing is back at Frank Beck Chevrolet now through the end of the month. Well, that's today and tomorrow. Okay. We'll need some fresh copy, obviously, next week. But for 2 days yet, it's still there. You get 0% for 48 months, 5.3 liter or Turbo Max Chevrolet Silverados, plus an additional $3,500 in total cash allowance. You know, the all-new Equinox is available now at 2.9% financing with no payments for the first 90 days or 1.9 financing on 2025 Blazers. You check out their used car stock too. The great selection of pre-owned vehicles, all priced to move right now. So, and if you're heading out this summer on vacation, get in there and make sure you let the pros at the service department double check your vehicle to make sure you're ready to go this summer. That's really good advice. Make sure nothing happens when you're on the road. Better safe than sorry. Get in there and let them check everything out. Make sure you're good to go from top to bottom. Yeah. Good advice. Frank Beck Chevrolet and M99 between Hillsdale and Jonesville and on the web at frankbeckchevy.com. Get in there and let them help you experience the Frank Beck Chevrolet difference. Chevrolet together, let's drive. Chevy drives Southern Michigan. And of course, Frank Beck Chevrolet is indeed the number one Chevrolet dealer in our tri-state area. Pardon me, boy. We're going to get through this. I promise you that. We're also brought to you in part by Barrett Insurance on the corner of M99 and US 12 in downtown Jonesville. 517-849-1000. Barrett, that's barrettins.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. On the corner of M99 and US 12 in downtown Jonesville. 517-849-1000. Barrett Insurance, barrettins.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. Okay. Before we do anything here, Lions, OTAs, continuing in Allen Park. Dan Campbell spoke to the media this morning, had quite a bit to say. We'll get to that in just a second here. Let's get these things out of the way first. We've got the time right now, starting time for the first few games for Michigan Wolverines football. We know that right now, then on August the 30th, Saturday, August the 30th, they will open the season at home against New Mexico, and that will be a 7:30 game on ABC. The following Saturday, September the 6th, they'll be down in Oklahoma to take on the Sooners. That's also a 7:30 game, and that will be on NBC. The Big Ten opener at Nebraska. A couple of weeks after that, that's a 3:30 game on CBS. So the times, the closer we get, some of these times are starting to filter into us already, but that's what we know right now. NBA playoffs. Well, the Pacers did not close out the Knicks. Although the Pacers still have a 3-2 lead, they lost to the Knicks, 111-94. This gets a little scary now if you're the Pacers. Next game is at home. They still have a 3-2 lead. Next game is at, well, no, it's not. Or yes, it is. Yeah, that game was in Indiana last night, wasn't it? Because Game 6 would be at. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm trying to figure out where they're playing that Game 6. Right now, I think it's in. It is in Indiana. Yeah. Game 7 would be at the Madison Square Garden. Look, they got to finish them out. What do they play tomorrow night at 8? It would behoove them to beat the Knicks tomorrow night at home. You don't want to. You want to play Game 7 at Madison Square Garden. Anybody but the Knicks, please. Anybody but the Knicks. Anyway, whoever comes out of this, be it the Knicks or the Pacers, we already know now they'll be playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, who on Wednesday night took out the Minnesota T-Wolves 4-1 with a 124-94 win. NBA Finals will start on when do the NBA Finals start? I should know that too. They'll start on Tuesday night. I think in Oklahoma City. Pretty sure they do. NHL, the Oilers eliminated the Stars 6-3 last night. So they won that series 4-1. They punched their ticket to the Stanley Cup Finals. They will be playing the Florida Panthers, who beat the Carolina Hurricane 5-3. They won that series 4-1. The NHL Finals, Stanley Cup Finals, will get underway next Wednesday night, June the 4th at 8 o'clock in Edmonton. Of course, the Oilers will be attempting to do something that hasn't been done since 1993, and that would be a Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup. Canadian team has not won the Stanley Cup since 1993 when the Montreal Canadiens, I believe the head coach was former Red Wing coach Jacques Demers when they won that. But I got you caught up on the basketball and hockey. Tigers are in Kansas City tonight for the start of a two-city 7-game road trip. 3 this weekend in Kansas City, and then 4 Monday through Thursday in Chicago. Tigers are 37-20 right now. In their last 100 games, the Tigers are 67-33. Of course, we're going back to last year. I think that goes back to what? August the 11th, I think. That's 34 games over 500. What you're seeing is not an anomaly. It's not a fluke. It's not a flash in the pan. It's the real deal. Are the Tigers the best team in baseball? I don't think so. I put them in the top 3 or 4, though. They play such a long season. There are more than 100 games left to play yet. A lot can happen between now and even the trade deadline on July 31st. But so far, so good. Are the Tigers the best team in the American League? Possibly. Are they better than Seattle? I think they are. Are they better than the Yankees right now? No. They took 2 out of 3 from them earlier this year at Comerica Park. That's another thing. They don't. The schedule in September is tough. If you have a schedule, go in and look at it. The month of September is a very tough month for the Tigers. They play the Mets, they play the Yankees, and they play the Guardians 6 times. And they finish the season playing 3 games in Boston. Well, I'll leave you one more thing, too. One more thought about baseball. Well, let's do the pitching matchups first. The pitching matchups for this series. Casey Mize, 6-1 with an ERA of 2.45, goes for the Tigers tonight. Seth Lugo will pitch for the Royals. He's 3-4 with a very good ERA of 3.02. Tomorrow afternoon, it's Derek Skubal going for the Tigers, 3-2 with an ERA of 2.49. He'll be opposed by Michael Wacha. Wacha is 3-4 with another nifty ERA of 3.21. Kyler Montero will finish out on Sunday. He's 2-1 with an ERA of 4.54. He'll be opposed by Chris Bubik. Bubik is 5-2, folks. He's got an ERA of 1.45. The Royals' problem hasn't been pitching. I think they've got the second best team ERA in Major League Baseball. It's been hitting. They don't have much of an offense. They're dead last in home runs. It's not even close. They just don't produce much offense. Yes, they have a superstar in their shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr., but other than that, offensively, they just don't do a whole lot. But you get a chance to go ahead and look at the standings right now. I think, unless I am not correct, I think if the season were to end today, 6 teams, you have 6 teams in each league that makes the playoffs now. I think of the 6 teams in the American League, I think 4 would be from the American League Central Division. I don't think that's ever happened before. This is still a very good division, the American League Central. I think it's better than the East, and I think it's better than the West. You've got the Mariners over there. Astros are not the same team they were even last year. Red Sox, who will be without Alex Bregman for at least the next 6 weeks anyway, not doing all that well. Food for thought anyway. Maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow morning with Andy and Jet. Let's do this first before we wrap it up, talking a little bit about the Lions OTAs in Allen Park. Pardon me. As you know, we wouldn't be doing the show without the technical assistance of Chris Lindley, Lendley at Quality PC in downtown Hillsdale. 517-610-5372 for all your technical needs, issues, sales, and service. It's the only place in our area to go, right here. Quality PC, downtown Hillsdale, 37 Waldron Street, directly across the street from Fat Jack's Automotive, maybe 100 yards west of Howell Street. Can't miss it. 517-610-5372. Anything at all. Computers never used. Big screen, flat TV, mounting, programming, setup. Perhaps you're changing internet providers or about to. You need that installed. Printers, anything at all. Get in there and see them. Please make sure you do. 517-610-5372, or better still, get in there and see them at 37 Waldron Street in downtown Hillsdale. And when you do, please tell them me and Mickey sent you. Will you please? Thank you very much. Lions, OTAs today in Allen Park. Dan Campbell said this morning, Hutch looks good. He's there. And although I think they're taking it easy with him, but hey, it's good to see him back. As you know, he's been completely cleared by the doctors and the training staff to resume full activity. Well, there's a whole list of players here who were not in attendance, and most of these are just small nagging injuries that Lions decided to hold them on. And I could run through this list. David Montgomery, Sione Vaki, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Miles Frazier, rookie, right now, Edge, Josh Pascal, Lee McNeil, of course, Levi Onwuzurike, defensive tackle Makai Wingo, Broderick Martin, linebacker Alex Anzalone, Malcolm Rodriguez, Derek Barnes, Terrion Arnold, Khalil Dorsey, Gavin Holmes, and safety Brian Branch. Look, as Campbell said, there's just some nagging injuries that they didn't want to, no reason to take any chances or anything at all. I mean, these are organized team activities, but these players I just named were all present today, with the exception of 2. Like I said, there were only 2 of them who were not at the facility, or at least they. While Dan Campbell did not mention their names, it appears as though right on Alex Anzalone, neither one of them were seen at practice. They were not on Campbell's list of 21 players in attendance who would not be full participants. This is working with the trainers. Rookie Isaac Tesla, the wide receiver, was seen on the side working with the trainers. I'm just trying to paraphrase this whole article for you here. Tesla had his jersey on, spent this time during Brian Rainer was running at pretty good pace, looks particularly cautionary. Campbell specifically said they were taking it easy on the rookies who have had a busy offseason preparing for the draft, everything else. So Tyleik Williams went through walkthroughs at the beginning of practice, but was held out at the full team drills. Veteran DJ Reader didn't have a jersey on, but was working out with the trainers on the sideline along with Tesla. Jack Campbell participated in most of the walkthrough, but was left out of the team drills. He told the media afterwards that he had a little thing done on his hip this offseason, but has been doing walkthroughs the entire offseason. So I don't think there's anything to be too concerned about there. Some media outlets in Detroit have speculated that Alex Anzalone will be holding out. Lions aren't too concerned about it. They haven't said anything about that yet. Obviously, the man wants to get paid. He's in the third year of a 3-year contract. But the Lions have already said that they can't pay everybody. It's impossible to do that when you have a salary cap in this league, in spite of the fact that that cap keeps going up every year. I'm not concerned yet. I'll name it that they did go out and sign a veteran linebacker. We talked about that on Wednesday. Zach Cunningham, veteran linebacker. He's 30 years old. He's been with several teams throughout his career, but some people wonder why did they need another linebacker. They speculated maybe they thought that they expected Anzalone to hold out. I'm not concerned about that yet. So it hasn't come to that yet, at least for me anyway. But that's going to do it for now. I think I got you all caught up on everything that's going on and transpired here. Don't forget tomorrow morning, join us tomorrow morning here locally on WCSR 92.1 FM for the Time Out Show with Andy and Jed. I will talk to you all again on Monday. In the meantime, please treat each other with respect. Have a great rest of your weekend, and don't worry, it's going to be warming up next week, at least for a couple of days anyway. It better. Now, thanks so much for watching and listening. God bless all of you. And so until Monday, have yourself a great weekend, and thanks for watching. So long, everybody, and go Tigers.